Welcome to today's Mars Weather Bulletin, starting with conditions at the surface rovers before we move into the three-sol forecast. Perseverance is active at Jezero Crater, having driven 225.5 meters on Sol 1941 of the mission to reach a total odometer of 44.36 kilometers, with that update being 5 days old. The climatological model estimates for today show a high of -26 degrees, a low of -78 degrees, winds at 88 kilometers per hour, pressure at 7.7 millibars, and a dust optical depth of 0.75. Curiosity is operational at Gale Crater, having driven 14.4 meters on Sol 4977 of the mission to reach a total odometer of 37.99 kilometers, with that update being 4 days old. The climatological model estimates for today show a high of -29 degrees, a low of -74 degrees, winds at 70 kilometers per hour, pressure at 9.2 millibars, and a dust optical depth of 0.67. Curiosity's Molly camera provides this view from Sol 4980 of the mission. Ju-Rong is dormant at Utopia Planitia, with its last published traverse record placing it at 1.92 kilometers in total on Sol 347 of the mission, and no later movement reported. The climatological model estimates for today show a high of -49 degrees, a low of -87 degrees, winds at 111 kilometers per hour, pressure at 9.1 millibars, and a dust optical depth of 1.08. InSight is retired at Elysium Planitia, a stationary lander that never drove and has no traverse distance or odometer. The climatological model estimates for today show a high of -29 degrees, a low of -75 degrees, winds at 57 kilometers per hour, pressure at 7.7 millibars, and a dust optical depth of 0.82. On Sol 620, daytime highs average -33 degrees, with the warmest reading of -23 at Hellas Planitia location. Very dusty skies dominate, with dust optical depth peaking at 1.08 over Ju-Rong location. Winds gust up to 111 kilometers per hour at Ju-Rong location. Overnight lows average -80 degrees, reaching a coldest of -99 at Olympus Mons location. Daytime temperatures remain steady around -30 degrees, while overnight lows hold near -80, as dust optical depth climbs steadily and wind speeds increase across the monitored sites. At Ju-Rong location, surface pressure is 7.7 millibars, visibility is 4 kilometers, and water vapor is 9.1 micrometers. Temperatures are expected to rise slightly, while dust optical depth continues to increase over the next 5 sols. The sky now turns to the crossings of Deimos and Phobos across the disk of Mars. Deimos makes its first crossing of the apparent disk of Mars, lasting 79 minutes. In Los Angeles, the crossing happens between 8:22 in the morning and 9:41 in the morning with Mars above the horizon. In New York, it occurs between 11:22 in the morning and 12:41 in the afternoon with Mars above the horizon. And in London, it takes place between 4:22 in the afternoon and 5:41 in the afternoon with Mars above the horizon. Phobos begins its sequence with the first crossing of the apparent disk of Mars, lasting 53 minutes. In Los Angeles, the crossing happens between 8:37 in the morning and 9:30 in the morning with Mars above the horizon. In New York, it occurs between 11:37 in the morning and 12:30 in the afternoon with Mars above the horizon. And in London, it takes place between 4:37 in the afternoon and 5:30 in the afternoon with Mars above the horizon. The next Phobos crossing of the apparent disk of Mars lasts 54 minutes. Mars is below the horizon in Los Angeles, New York, and London. Phobos makes its third crossing of the apparent disk of Mars, lasting 53 minutes. Mars is below the horizon in Los Angeles. In New York, the crossing happens between 2:56 in the morning and 3:49 in the morning with Mars above the horizon, and in London, it occurs between 7:56 in the morning and 8:49 in the morning with Mars above the horizon. Mars is currently in the constellation Taurus. For observers in New York, Mars rises at 2:07 in the morning and sets at 5:13 in the afternoon. Thank you for watching Mars Weather. Goodbye, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.